Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beast here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is why Tariq and Brayden did not go to New York. Now, when it comes down to it, I'm not really sure what time frame we're in terms of when Tommy showed up at the end of Book 2 Ghost, Season 3, and what's taking place in Chicago, because it seemed like it's not taking place at the same time, because if you really look at it, Power Book 4 Force picked up right after Season 1. Like, it picked up right after Season 1 and kept going. And if I had to pick a time, it probably would be, I couldn't say, that's a hard one, but Tommy and Kate eventually does show up in Power Book 2 Ghost at the very end of Season 3, and they play very big roles in that part, like Tommy showing up, coming after Tasha, then making peace, him and Tariq being on good ground, him trying to teach Tariq, and even Kate, where Diana and Drew played Kate in leaving and giving information to Tommy and whoever. So when it comes down to it, a lot of fans are wondering, okay, well, why didn't Tariq and Brayden go to Chicago? Well, who's to say they're not going to Chicago? We really don't know, because obviously Force, the storyline and the timeline that's taking place with Force is a little bit different than what's going on with Book 2 Ghosts, and it's hard to pinpoint. I'm not even about to try to accurately pinpoint it, but a lot of people, and I agree with everybody, are saying it takes place after. So maybe after Season 2, in between Season 2 and 3 of Force, it takes place. Maybe even after Season 3 of Force, it takes place. Who knows? All we know is that at the end of the day, Tommy and Kate plays a big part. But Tariq and Brayden, where would they obviously go? The only places I can think of that they would go to if they don't go to Chicago, obviously, as we've discussed, is to Davis or to RSJ, or heck, even Kiki. So those are like three places they can go. Now, me personally, everybody knows Davis, right? Monet and her whole family knows Davis. They're very closely connected through Tariq, who connected them. But they don't really know Davis on a personal level. I think Tariq knows Davis a bit more than they do, because remember, Davis is on his side. Davis is his homie. So basically, when it comes down to it, Kiki would be smart, because they don't really know Kiki like that. They've encountered Kiki, but it was very light, like not heavy encounter. And then there's RSJ, who they really didn't have any encounter with whatsoever. That's more of a Tariq and Brayden connect. So those are the three places I would say they would go to, because I do not think that Tariq would want to go to his mom. I don't think Brayden would want to go to his family, and I just don't see that happening. But the Brayden's family having a place that no one knows about, like a property no one really knows, that would be a smart move too. And with Tariq and Brayden coming together to prepare with one another for shooting, fighting, whatever, putting some things together, that would be probably the smart thing to do. So if they don't go to Chicago, that's obviously the places I think they would go. It would come down to either RSJ, Davis, Kiki, or a spot that they don't know nothing about that Brayden's family has. So that's the reason why we didn't see them show up in Chicago, though it would have made sense. It's just the story that was going on in Power Book 4 Force Season 2 was so strong and so connected to itself that I really didn't see any leaks or any room for Tariq and Brayden to really fit in. Because if Tariq and Brayden would have went to Chicago around the time of Season 2, they would have been riding right into a war in a time of conflict, because there is so much going on right now in Force that I wouldn't even want our boys to even end up there. But basically, when it comes down to it, I think Tariq and Brayden, those are the reasons why they did not go to Chicago. That's the reason why they're not in Book 4 Force. We will see how things play out. But I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy, Bobby Beast here. I just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And, hey, it's your boy, Bobby.